The fall of Sweet Baby Inc. Ladies and gents, welcome back to another video, sending out tons of love and Moonlight. I got a couple clips from Gundam that I want to stick in here really quickly. And yeah, man, shout out to Gundam. I don't know if I have let me see if I have the link for the original video. Okay, I do. I just went and got the link. I want to thank you first for tapping into the frequency. Remember to take care of yourself. Remember to be authentic and live the life you truly want to live. And yeah, without further ado, let's get into this video. Enjoy these clips from Gundam. Shout out to Gundam, and let's get into it. This actually will reference the video that I just uploaded that said original works of art not being honored. We're gonna get, and I'm just gonna, professionally yap. Let's get into it.
Allies picked up on Sweet Baby's strong-arm tactics. They wielded all the power of an emaciated Antifa member on hunger strike.
Sweet Baby Inc. employees advocates for diversity and inclusion.
Had I know. Within hours, news outlets and online personalities picked up on Sweet Baby's strong-arm tactics. They wielded all the power of an emaciated Antifa member on hunger strike.
Sweet Baby Inc. employees advocates for diversity and inclusion while trying to censor a Brazilian user from Latin America. I don't think this will improve their reputation. Cabustus? Oh, and by the way, I'm not a Latinx. We hate this term. You hear that, Sweet Baby Inc.? Sweet Baby Inc. employees have begun inciting harassment campaigns against the Sweet Baby Inc. detected Steam curator.
Grums even stepped in.
Wow, I looked at Sweet Baby Inc. detected, and here are the games they are found linked to this Cancel Pig campaign.
Grums, for those who don't know, was a Blizzard developer back when Blizzard was actually the shit, you know, when Warcraft originally launched on PC and everybody lost their lives by playing this game and never going outside. And he's been outspoken for years about the dumpster fire that is known as modern gaming. But anyway, his tweet brought something to my attention. One, Sweet Baby was involved with
Gotham Knights.
I wasn't 100% sure, so I cut a whole segment on
Gotham Knights
from my last video. The fact that they were brought back to work on Sushi Squad after the failure of
Gotham Knights
is amazing. Two, they were involved in the worst Bethesda game to date, Starfield. You might think I'm being facetious, but I'm really not. Starfield was so bad, the modding community gave up on fixing it. Let that sink in. People that fix Morrowind threw their hands up at this shit.
Stop him!
Three, Forspoken. Oh my God. The dialogue in that game was so bad, it was painful. Forspoken sold so poorly, it closed down the damn studio that made it. How Sweet Baby walked away from that fire without so much as a scratch is also amazing. Now we've got the Sushi Side Squad failure. Come on now. Okay, here's where the story gets a little interesting and annoying and retarded. So if you're not in the mood for dumb crap, I suggest you leave. Felix, I featured they, them in my most recent video on Sweet Baby. Well, the Lynx is back again, and as always, is an absolute bellend. The rabbit hole on this human is so deep, I'm not even really getting into it. We're scratching the surface, then I'm leaving. You want to find out more, you waste your life. I don't get paid enough for this.
All right, so I was having trouble shooting this in a weird way. I'm not, that's a little bit TMI. I'm not going to talk about it in this video, but I'm just kind of rambling a lot because a lot of this conversation is so nuanced. But I want to say something that Kyle, I heard him say in one of his videos to start this off, and say that I am proud that and I'm paraphrasing in my own words, I'm paraphrasing, of course, but that I am proud that even if there are certain people doing this for the clicks because it's just a popular thing to talk about right now, that it's being done. Awareness is being brought on this because I've seen it the whole time, man. I've seen it when I first played Borderlands 3, like almost 2 to 3 years ago, that something was just off, man. Like, bro, like, let me just get into this video to explain this, y'all. Shout out to Gundam again. Shout out to Fratanga. Shout out to all the Kyles. Shout out to Critical Drinker and everyone coming into this conversation. Melanie McBoom. Shout out to Vara Dark. Like, seriously, shout out all these creators because you guys are being a part of what I feel like is the beginning for You know, it's like this. Let me say it. Let me phrase it like this. You know, when a conspiracy theory begins and it's one person alone, and then maybe their conspiracy catches wildfire and then it's all over the place, and then eventually it's finally proven true. That's what this feels like, because everything is a conspiracy until proven true. And that's why you should keep your eyes open to certain things, even if they seem ridiculous. I know I don't speak for everyone and how you're going to perceive certain things, but I truthfully believe that everyone should keep their eyes open when conspiracies pop up, and just do your own research and do it to the best of your ability and get multiple perspectives, because you never know what is going to end up being true at the end of the day. But come up with a conclusion that is satisfying for you. So now, with all that said, there's a lot I got into to my original take, because I have seen everything from smaller creators absolutely shilling and attacking bigger creators. I've seen, which again, I already have my feelings about black content creators on YouTube, or when it comes to entertainment and stuff. And man, when all of this started happening with Sweet Baby Inc. and all this, and people calling out that women were being changed in games, everything was happening. I seen so many black creators, maybe that you guys didn't, and maybe that was because for my reality, I was supposed to be someone to make a video on it, literally come out and defend Spider-Man to the death, defend all of this, saying that other black creators who are coming out and saying this stuff happened are complete weirdos and things like that. And to speak on that really quickly, because I'm not going to make a video on it, it's absolutely fucking sad what I've seen from people. It literally like exposes that these people don't think for themselves, or that it's more of a mob mentality of how they feel what's happening in the games, rather than actually giving a based take. They just attack somebody for their character. They come at them personally rather than the points they're making and the evidence being shown. And that's been happening in everything, not just the black creators. It's been happening from all the people who have been shilling, and it's absolutely crazy. It made me really sad, because it was like, wow, you know, like, of course, I've been on the internet forever. I've had many different YouTube channels before, like, I really got official with this one. So it's like, I'm not surprised. It's the internet. But it's just sad how comfortable people have gotten on the internet to just attack other people and not think there's any like real world consequence. It's just crazy, man. It's like, geez, these dudes need to believe in energy or the universe or something. Something will come back for some of these people. Now, I've seen some of these creators turn their head and be like, oh shit, I actually do see this stuff going on. Damn, I'm sorry for being ignorant. And to those people, I applaud you, because it takes a real powerful person to come out and admit when they were wrong. And this is coming from one of the most fucking aware people ever. I will say when I'm wrong. I don't care to be wrong, and it's whatever, you know? But seriously, some of these people will fight their arguments and points, just never finding everything to validate their BS. Here you go. Now you're getting evidence. There are thousands of pictures, thousands of stories written. There's the Sweet Baby Inc. Detected Steam page that's going on now. And trust me, it's not just Sweet Baby Inc. Like, there is other things that are happening below the surface where they're just the main, they're like the mascot. They're the Playboy bunny for this part of the chapter. But trust me, from everything with ACROC and Valorant's Vanguard, if you get what I'm saying, Valorant's anti-cheat sounds like the two companies that are trying to enforce behaviors, but they are saying the quiet parts out loud. They're telling you they're trying to enforce reality on you when they know that you are the creators of your own reality. So that's why you really need to put your energy back into yourself. They are trying to deliberately control your reality. Like, no, we are the co-creators. Don't allow this to happen. If you have a voice, if you have a microphone, if you got a YouTube channel, if you got an iPhone, make those videos. Stand up, put your own authentic feelings out there about what's going on, because the more the message grows, it cannot be ignored, you know? And I seriously feel that. And I love, like, literally it warms my heart when I see that, like, these smaller YouTubers, sadly, some of them that shill, are finally getting put into the light. Do not, don't ever attack anyone, but do not support these people who will deliberately go out of their way to destroy truth or destroy, basically, like, it's like objective truth. Like, you can't lie. All the evidence that's being pulled up in Fratanga's videos, Kael's, all these people, and showing you this stuff happen, you cannot just refute that because you don't want to accept, like, the reality of somebody trying to attack all of the intellectual properties that you love. You can't just deny that because you're fanboying or whatever. And it makes me so sad because that is such a sheepish mindset, dude. And this speaks volumes for things that are even outside gaming, bro. One thing that was so beautiful on my Stellar Blade video that I realized was I seen someone literally say, I don't have a PS5, but I'm going to buy Stellar Blade just to support it. Now, I'm not going to tell you what to do with your money, but that is a hell of an investment. Just buy it to support the literal message that they're not going to shill and be a part of all this BS going on. That is freaking powerful. That is powerful because that's almost like literally telling consumers, or that's like showing the example of consumers finally being smarter with their money. Put your money into things that are actually carefully crafted art forms and products that you will enjoy. I haven't played Enshrouded yet, but I still want to throw it on the list because I've heard it's a banger. Enshrouded, Power Worlds. I really like Nightingale, so I'm going to throw it on there. Helldivers, Tekken 8. You see what's happening with Mortal Kombat 1. And this goes outside of gaming. That's what I've always said. I knew this connect. It's funny because I knew about Akrok and Nangard forever. I've heard this company buying everything. I've seen it years when it started to grow. And finally, I feel like all of this stuff has been in the works for years, maybe even when we were younger. So it's nothing new that these companies come out of nowhere buying shares or whatever they do. And everyone know it's okay. Let's call a spade a spade. In interviews talking about we're going to enforce behaviors. You think the pronouns and all this stuff is accidents? Hell nah. But that's the thing. I want to end this with saying one thing for people who still think that, Sweet Baby's not the whole. I'm not going to come with any crazy information on Sweet Baby. I want to come with a spiritual and consciousness point of view for you on this video to demonstrate what it really means to be secure in your own skin. I need y'all to understand something. If you are a good person and you act well, I'm not saying, good acts can be varied depending on what you believe. Anything really can, because reality is really perspective and points of views. But the thing is I want to tell you this. You know a good deed from a bad deed, right? Okay, so let's just keep that in mind. You genuinely know what a good person and a bad person is, right? Talking off of the perspective of polarity. Okay, you know what a secure person looks like, right? Somebody who's safe feels safe in their frame, confident in their frame, confident in life, confident in who they are, right? Do people that do good deeds, go out and do good actions, are comfortable in their frame, authentic in their frame, go out and have to push that reality on people? No. No, the answer is no. And if they go out and do it, well, then that's more no, because when it even comes to the topic of being a narcissist and caring about that's not a secure person. They're not secure in their own frame. So it's just no. That's the other side of the coin. No. If these people were really for an organic inclusion, they would not have to push this. They would make their own beautiful works of art and cool ass games. It's just what it is. It's just the way it is. If you are a secure person, secure in everything, confident in who you are, confident in your power, confident in your life, confident in those around you, confident in the ones you take care of, you do not have to push any of this agenda with uglifying women, pronouns, having all of this stuff. You would not have to do that. I would rep it. I'm gay as hell, man. Hell yeah, dude. You don't give a fuck. It would not matter. You would more be for the future of including everybody in a healthier way, trying to stop the violence against your people and things like that. People that look, do and make the choices that you do. It would be for raising awareness. That is it. It would not be injecting yourselves in IPs that originally exist and destroying them. Because then that's just enforcing your reality on others rather than allowing people to exist the way they want, exist in a very broad, streamlined dream experience between multiple views. That's what reality is. That's what makes reality beautiful. You see the wildest shit on the internet nowadays. You see everyone just doing like them. Being you can be who you want. That's always been the message. I feel like everywhere and everything is your destiny is for you to control. Your fate is for you. It's you. You are in your own shoes until you die, until you wake up from this dream. So what the fuck do you need to prove or ruin other people's realities just to validate your own, to validate that we exist? Motherfucker, if you exist, scream it loud. Scream it loud from your own corner of reality. You don't have to go into someone else's reality that's established and knock it down. That makes no sense. That's not a secure person. That's an insecure person. Look on a level from psychology. That makes no sense why this has to be enforced. These people are deeply hurt, deeply scarred. They need the healing. And this is just not the way to go about it. And I'm referring to, if you don't know by the end of this video, to the writers that are at Sweet Baby Inc., to the people who feel like they need to be identified by pronouns. Keep all of that then. Good. That's all good for you. But do not enforce it on others, because then you get this backlash like this. And I'm glad that more people are waking up to it. And hopefully it's not leading us to a whole reset of this entire matrix. Because, I feel like when everyone becomes aware, it's going to be a little bit sketchy, because, everybody is becoming more aware. So maybe they're going to employ different techniques, but just know that Sweet Baby Inc. isn't the only one. And this is a long, big ass web of things going on. Like, it's connecting dots that is just so crazy, man. So shouts out to everybody that I named. Shout out to the people who, are batting every day, going up to the plate to bat against this whole thing, because, it's just one step closer to bringing back true works of art in media, and just like more towards an organic inclusion of everybody without having to just change people's realities. Like, we can all coexist. Like, oh man, I remember even seeing Neo have to come out and say something about like the pronoun stuff. Like, even Neo came out and said that. Like, you got the celebrities coming out and saying stuff. It's like, more power to everyone, man. Waking up from this stuff that's going to get enforced. Like, we are not for it. Live your own reality. Be authentically you. And if you really are for inclusion, it doesn't matter who's fucking different from you. We love our brothers and sisters that are fucking different. It's some bullshit, dude. Anyways, I'm out of here. Hopefully I conveyed my thoughts well. This topic is just so nuanced and all over the fucking place. But there's a clear one-sided thing that's going on here that people will try to defend with their life. Anyways, I'm out. Much love in Moonlight.
It's just POC in general to make games more inclusive.
You now make a point of that's an investment criteria for you.
Well, behaviors are going to have to change, and this is one thing we're asking companies. You have to force behaviors, and at BlackRock we are forcing behaviors. 54% of the incoming class are women. We added 4 more points in terms of diverse employment this year, and what we're doing internally is, if you don't achieve these levels of impact, your compensation could be impacted. Okay,
we're doing the same thing.
And so it's just you have to force behaviors, and if you don't force behaviors, whether it's gender or race or just any way you want to say the composition of your team, you're going to be impacted. And that's not recruiting, it is development, as Ken said. And ultimately, it's still going to take time, but I am just as much shocked as Ken is that we have not seen more opportunities, and we're going to have to force change.